And then there were 4.
Christ is born.
Glorify him. Welcome to Dynamite Duo Sports, the podcast where we break down the NFL's top storylines with the facts, including the fact that despite Bo Nix not playing in the AFC Championship game, both these games could come down to the fourth quarter. I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Antonio.
And today we're going to be giving you our predictions and some stats that we think will happen for this championship weekend.
Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. So, let's not waste any time. First game we got the Patriots taking on the Broncos. Patriots coming off of an ugly game, but a win.
I think the big thing about Patriots is they have just gone through 2 of the top 5, the best defense and a top 5 defense in the NFL. And their offense definitely struggled because they've never experienced defenses like this like the entire season.
Right.
And what the Patriots did, though, is when they needed to score in the fourth quarter to push away, they did. Yep. So that's a positive. But the negative is that you're going against a team that has better offensive line than those two. Because those two arguably are like the top
2 worst
offensive linemen next to like the Vikings.
Yep.
Those are like the 3 worst. So.
Yep. So, and give credit to your defense. They took advantage of all the mistakes CJ Stroud was making. And the offense basically...
And that's what the Steelers didn't do. The Steelers would have won if they had done what the Patriots did in that game.
Sure.
To take advantage.
The Patriots, Drake May, after a very sloppy first half, he just played clean the second half, and that basically led to them being able to pull away. So, yep, that's what's up with the Patriots. We'll see how they can do against this Broncos defense, which has a very good defensive line. They were able to pressure Josh Allen a lot.
Well, the big thing about Broncos, though, which Bryce Young is, Drake May is pretty good at, is they only bring pressure when they blitz. Like almost every time there's pressure in their stats is when they blitz. And when you blitz, Drake May gets the ball out very fast. So I do believe that if you blitz him, he's not going to fumble. I think he's just going to be throwing and it'll be incomplete or something.
Yeah.
So my opinion is defensive strategy is never send more than 5, so we can't just quickly release it because he's good at that with his receivers. So you need to find a way to bring pressure with only 5 players tops rushing.
You can get pressure because you do have some good defensive linemen on your team. They led the league in sacks this year. They had 68 sacks, I think, which is the
right.
team
But I'm saying it's normally because they blitz, and Drake May, when he gets blitzed, he gets the ball out pretty fast to a player, and he's very on point in his passes.
Right.
So
yeah, that's the defensive story side.
Yeah.
The offense, though, is the biggest question mark.
I just want to say, it sucks so much that Bo Nix, because I like Bo Nix. He's a very tough guy. He's a very tough quarterback.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
So he's very good. He's he and Drake May is saying how he's he and his wife very good Christians, like building their faith and stuff like that too. And when you're building your faith, it helps builds discipline. So he's a very disciplined man on the field. He might not be the flashiest player, but when he's got to come back, he comes back. When he played against the Bills, he got that big touchdown. So Bo Nix is that kind of player where he might statistically on paper he might not be the best because you're looking at the wrong statistic. You look at his comebacks; it was the most in franchise history this year. So again, I just wanted to make it very clear: if Bo Nix is playing, I'd be picking Broncos right now. But since he's not, it's going to be a much more interesting game because we don't know. Because literally, Stidham, however you say his last name, Stidham had one really good game and then lost his other 3. So it's very hard to tell what he's going to do in this game. And that can be an advantage or it could be really bad. So that's what's going to come down to. Will it be the next Nick Foles or is he just going to suck?
Right. So, yeah, that's basically all you got to know about that. If they get the running game going, maybe that'd be the only way they could really do it.
Again, I don't really see that happening. But again, I do think Sean Payne's I think they're going to run the ball more than usual because their backup's playing.
Right.
So to make the backup feel more comfortable in his position.
Right.
So.
And then basically the one benefit he does have is he might have the best offensive line in football to protect him. So
is their offensive line really that good? I never realized that.
Oh yeah, their offensive line is great.
Yeah, so, I knew their offensive line was never bad. I didn't realize how good they were till I kind of watched the game the other day because I didn't watch a ton of Broncos games. I just saw the last minute drives they won.
Let's just say Joey Bosa did nothing in that game.
Joey Bosa hasn't done much at all recently.
I know, but he's in a few games he's come up.
Yeah.
And made some plays. But, with this game, he was absolute no-show, at all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, but I will say this about Patriots, though. Realistically, it is true. They do have probably one of the easiest paths to the Super Bowl ever. But whoever they play will not be an easy team, though. So,
yeah, sure. So let's go ahead and make our picks. 3, 2, 1.
Patriots. I know you're saying Broncos.
I don't know honestly. It's
Don't know. Okay, realistically, I'm fine if Broncos win, but I don't really want it because I don't want to back up going to the Super Bowl. I would love to see a starting quarterback, young quarterback, going to Super Bowl, which is why Bo Nix was going. I would totally want to see them go. But like I'm just going Patriots just because I feel like realistically, Gonzalez on the secondary and the Patriots defense is super underrated. And unless Stidham plays better than Bo Nix, I don't see them winning this. I don't. And because the Patriots defense is way better than people think. And I do believe that the Broncos defense is not necessarily as good as the Chargers or Texans. And the Patriots just went against the Texans defense, and Drake May threw 3 touchdowns against them. So I do believe that this is the Patriots game to lose. That's that for a fact.
Sure.
It is the Patriots game to lose. And I think...
Okay, how about this? I think the Patriots will win.
But you're kind of rooting...
But I am not rooting for them.
Okay, so your pick is Patriots, but it's not that you're rooting for them.
Yes.
Okay. That's valid. Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead. Do you want to go first about like some things you think will happen in this game?
Sure. I'll take Stidham will throw for 200 plus yards.
Ooh. I don't think so.
I think he will. I mean, CJ Stroud did it, and he played really bad. Yeah, he did.
You did get over 200? I thought you got like 190 something.
Nope. 212 passing yards.
Is that including sacks?
Sacks don't come into account for that.
So, yeah, but the 212, like, he threw like 50-something times.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that Stidham's going to get over 200 passing yards.
Like, CJ Stroud averaged like 4 yards a pass. That's what that means. 4 yards an attempt. Like, that's awful.
If I was a gambling person, I would bet that Stidham would get over 200 yards.
Now,
I don't know how much money
realistically, I will say this. I do think Stidham will play better than CJ Stroud. That's for a fact.
That's not much of a bar.
It's not much of a bar, but I'm pretty sure he will. And he'll play better than Justin Herbert. Again, because their offensive line is good enough that it will probably give him time. But the problem is that Patriots secondary is better than the wide receiver core for the Broncos, for me. So could he get over 200 pass yards? Sure, I can see that happening. I can. I can see it happening. I just don't. I think he's going to be around 200. So sure,
yeah,
200, like fine. For me on Patriots, my prediction is Drake May will have 3+ touchdowns, only because he might do like a little pass to Henderson for a touchdown. Then he might have like 2 actual passing touchdowns. Another prediction that I do have is that Drake May will fumble the ball 3 times. I don't know how many times will be recovered, but he'll fumble it 3 times. That's another prediction I have. And then on the Broncos side, I don't know.
Here's another one for you. I'm going to predict that the Patriots running backs will combine for over 150 total yards.
Dang. Is the rushing defense that bad, the Broncos?
Did you see James Cook?
That's right. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's valid.
That's why I think just the running backs.
Just the running backs? Like not including Drake May, I'd say yes.
No, just the running backs.
Okay. I mean, it'll be close. Like, again, you're making predictions that are like what would be on actual betting sites because they would be really close.
Well, I mean, that's honestly, I don't really like the Drake May throwing 3 touchdowns just because I feel like the running backs are going to do a lot of the work.
That could be true. But I'm saying like one of those touchdowns I said will be like a behind the line thing, which is the running back getting a touchdown. It's like realistically, should it count as a passing touchdown? That's debatable. So he'll have like 2 actual passing touchdowns. What I said, like one of them will be more of like the player did all that, like ran across the field or something. So yeah, I don't really. There's not a lot of big like takes you can have on this game. I feel like.
I feel like mine were pretty decent.
I mean, they're decent, but the big thing for me too is that the Broncos. Like again, it's a mystery. Their offense is a mystery this Sunday, and that can be a positive or negative. It's like I said for the Broncos, if it's a positive, they have a very good chance of winning. If it's a negative, they're probably gonna have the same results as Chargers and the Texans against the Patriots.
Yep.
So,
all right, let's move on to the next game. You have the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. This is a heavyweight matchup. You have Sam Darnold, Let's call it it's not for a Christian reference, the prodigal son, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, I want to say this real quick about Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold just like I like Dak Prescott. It's just like I said that I've never really trusted him. But he just did something that Dak hasn't, no offense, and he's gone to the NFC Championship. So now I do like Sam Darnold more because he's actually broken. He's broken the curse of like looking bad in the playoffs. Because it's only played 2 games in playoffs. The 1 game last year, but it could just be the Rams. But
you trust Sam Darnold more than Dak now, just
Yes.
because he threw 124 passing yards in the game.
Yep, he didn't mess up. That's what I'm saying. He didn't mess up, so that's why I now trust him more. But so the really interesting thing about this
His
game,
bar is really low.
I don't care. The thing about this game, which is interesting, is the Rams have been struggling the past 2 games they've played, but what they have done is literally at the end of every game Matthew Stafford, veteran quarterback, they said, we need you to do this, and he was like, I got you, and he did it. And so like it's like very similar to the Patriots, honestly, this playoff. It's not very pretty the first 3 quarters, but in the last quarter, hey, we need you to do this. Both of the quarterbacks, like, I got you, and they did it.
Yep.
So, and again, that's very positive. But the negative thing is against Seahawks defense, you can't do that. I just don't think you can.
No.
Now, if you keep it close, you can.
The last time the Rams played the Seahawks defense, they looked really good on offense.
Yeah.
So
the only team that ever did it to Seahawks offense, besides Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Before Buccaneers collapsed.
In that game, though, Puka Nakua did have a really big game.
And with that being said, I'm just going to say real quick, one of my picks is Puka will have over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's being conservative, but
you think it's being conservative? 150 plus receiving yards and 2 touchdowns.
Okay,
How's that?
That's more.
How's
like
that?
It. That's a little more like it.
How's that?
That's a little more like it.
With at least 12 receptions.
Okay.
There you go. you want gutsy.
If you want to bet on all of that, that would probably win you a lot of money.
Yes. But like I think, and then the Seahawks side, they just dominated 49ers. And again, 49ers mostly backups. But again, that's what you should do against a team that's full of backups. If it was close, it would be concerning. So the Seahawks did. Very first play of the game, they showed we're being serious. 49ers, no offense, respect, but you were a joke in this game. Like that's what they're saying. Like, we're just going to demolish you. And that's what they did. And that's what you should do. And Seahawks defense is really good. Their offense is like, good when they click. When they don't click, they just do barely enough, and the defense takes care of the rest. So again, it's like what I feel like these 2 teams are some of the most balanced offensively and defensively. The Rams are better balanced like on both sides.
Right.
So this game's going to be really interesting. So before we go into more predictions about the game, let's go ahead and make our picks. 3, 2, 1. Seahawks.
Wow.
But I will say this.
Seattle.
I'm gonna. It's same scenario with the Broncos Patriots. I think Seahawks will win, but I'm rooting for the Rams. I'll say that. I'm rooting for Rams, but I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think that I have a hunch.
The Rams.
Oh, really?
Because I think that I feel like Sam Darnold's going to have to do more in this game to win.
Yes, and Sam Darnold also, this is a kryptonite team. So again, if Rams win, that's what I want. I just have a very weird feeling that the Seahawks are going to win.
But I am rooting for both. I'm rooting for both teams.
Yeah, realistically, unless the Patriots dominate the Broncos offensively and they win, I am picking whoever wins this game to win the Super Bowl. And realistically, if Seahawks go, I might just go for them period over Patriots because I don't want another Patriots being Seahawks. I want Seahawks to get their revenge from 11 years ago or whenever it was.
Or the Rams could get revenge for 2 Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah. 2
of them.
So, yeah, I feel both these teams, if Patriots win, have a revenge game in the Super Bowl. And this time, there's no Tom Brady.
Guys, you can be responsible for telling the Patriots to shut up about that new dynasty of yours.
If the Patriots won, though, people would probably sit there and be like, oh, boy.
Boy, I'm not going to Boston.
Again, realistically, I would be fine if the Patriots won the Super Bowl because I like Drake May. I like him a lot.
I'm not.
But I've always been a big NFC guy.
Yeah.
For Super Bowls. So I've never really been the AFC person.
Except for the last 3 years for me.
Huh?
Well, yeah.
The Chiefs, all those times?
I picked the Chiefs in each of those Super Bowls. Because it was the 49ers and Eagles.
Yeah. I know you were, but I'm saying, realistically, that was insufferable. Realistically, at the end of the day, a team who want to win the Super Bowl before the year starts is normally an NFC team, is what we're saying. Buccaneers was the team. Or Bill. Bill's the only AFC team where it's or Bengals where I would root for them.
That's more of a sympathy pick, though.
Yeah, it's right. It's more sympathy. So, but yeah, I think both these games can be really great. If Bo Nix is playing, I would probably say this arguably could become one of the greatest AFC NFC Championship games of all time, both of them combined. And it still could be. It could be a crazy story of the backup coming in and winning. That would be a crazy story. You could have the Rams coming back and winning, or just Seahawks winning. Either way, if that's a close game, it'll be a game that will be remembered.
Here's my prop for the game.
Yes.
Both quarterbacks will throw 2 interceptions at least.
I actually that was one of my kind of picks. Like there would be 2. I said there'd be 2 turnovers by both teams, not necessarily picks by the quarterbacks themselves. It could be like an interception fumble, but I say it was gonna be like at least 2 turnovers by both teams. And I think, and again, I like turnovers in some games because whether you're going,
I don't need 8.
Yeah, I don't need like a ton because at that point you're sitting there and be like, somebody who wants to win this. Like that's what I watched the Patriots Texas game. I was like, who wants to win this? And then Patriots scored at the end. I'm like, okay, the Patriots do. But realistically, it's like a couple turnovers. Even if you're going for the team that turned the ball over, it just builds the intensity in the game. Not 6, not 8, not a dozen, just like 2 by like each team, and it's just 2. Like just 2. Man, that game was just driving me crazy. That Patriots Texas game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that these games are gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good. Even the Broncos game, I think it's gonna be good. I think all games are gonna be close.
By the way, fun fact: if the Broncos do make it to the Super Bowl and the Seahawks go, that's another rematch, and that's an actual revenge game because the Broncos, the Seahawks, everything that's happened since that Super Bowl too. That Super Bowl and the Russell Wilson trade.
I will say this one thing. If it's Broncos Seahawks, Epi, I think Seahawks are probably going to crush them again.
Yeah,
probably. Probably going to crush them again.
Yeah, Broncos fans, you might want to just... Unfortunately, you can't know who's going to win the NFC Championship before your game starts.
But you would rather play the Rams.
You would much rather play the Rams only because the defense.
Yes. You would rather play the Rams. And again, Broncos-Rams championship could be pretty sweet.
You know what's weird? I think both the Patriots and Broncos would rather play the Rams than Seahawks right now.
Yes. I think without a question, you don't want to play the defense. I think that's true.
Now, I think that for the Patriots, that's going to be to their own detriment because I think Matthew Stafford will carve their defense up, personally. No offense. So... I
think if it was Patriots Rams Super Bowl, I think it would be
that would be, oh my gosh.
I think it'll be the opposite of what it was last time. And it'll be high. It'll be 31-30 versus 13-3.
Here's the thing. We all thought that it was going to be a decently high-scoring Super Bowl, too. But then that happened.
I didn't necessarily think it'd be high score. I thought it'd be like 20s.
That's decent.
But the Rams defense is really good. The Patriots defense is pretty good that year. So it was.
The Patriots defense was like.
I will say this. So that was an absolutely boring Super Bowl.
Yeah, that might be the most boring Super Bowl besides maybe the Panthers-Broncos Super Bowl that I watched.
I'd rather watch the Panthers-Broncos.
Yeah, probably.
Because it was actually points were scored.
Yeah. And
it was a little intense at one point in that game.
Sure.
The Patriots-Rams game was like boring intense because it got intense because nobody was scoring. Oh, are they going to score now? No. Why did I believe they're going to score there? You know, it's like that's what it was. Oh, they're going to score? No. Why did I have confidence someone's going to score there? Like that's what that Super Bowl was. Boring. As a little kid, boring. When you're older, maybe it's a little better, but like as a kid, it's absolutely boring.
It's not.
Absolutely boring. Oh, yeah, but this upcoming weekend is going to be great. I cannot wait. So it's going to be really good. Really fun.
Yep. So, let us know what you think down in the comments below. What are your picks for the NFC and AFC Championship games? Let us know. You could make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to share the video with friends and family who are football fans like all of us. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Thank you so much for watching. I am Giuseppe.
I'm Antonios.
And this has been a Dynamite, a Duo, a Sports.
See ya.
That was better.
I didn't hit the camera, though. I hit the stick.
It was better than your other one, but...
I know.
See ya.
I don't think I even saw that.
Yeah, you might not have. Oh, well.
Take care. Adios.
Adios.